Hello, this is Zeotris coming to you live from TV Land. What I've got here is a Railcraft only sorting system with a little help from iron chests. Now, before we get into this, I should warn you, this is not applied energistics and this is not logistic pipes. If you want efficiency and if you want power, go with those. If you want elegance, well, I've got something to show you. Here's how it works. For this build, you need boarding tracks, item loaders, item unloaders, tracks, levers, switch tracks, routing switch motors, routing tables, golden tickets, routing tracks, 2 advanced item loaders, a liquid loader, a steam locomotive, a chest cart, 1 normal switch motor, an item detector, and some structural blocks. This sorting system depends on this basic structure, which we'll call a bay. Each bay contains, from top to bottom, 3 boarding rails, 3 item unloaders, 3 crystal chests, 3 item loaders, and 3 more boarding rails. The reason for this will become clear when we get to the request stage of our sorting and request system. The top unloaders need to have at least 1 block in the filter. Otherwise, you'll lose a lot of coal coke to this setup, trust me. And they need to be set to all immediate. Ideally, though, you should fill all 9 slots, even if it's with identical stuff. The crystal chests just need to sit there looking darling. The loaders on the bottom need to have the exact same item types as the matching unloaders, but they should definitely have all slots filled with a full stack. They also must be set to stock immediate. Finally, each bay should have a theme. This one here is cobble. This one is wood, and that one over there is glass. It doesn't matter what the theme is, as long as it's items you would expect to go together. On top, you should connect all the bays in a zigzag pattern, so that there's only 1 entrance and 1 exit from the top layer, and the train has to pass over every single bay. This is important because when we're tossing items into the system, we don't want to have to tell it where everything goes. It should take care of putting the right stuff where we want it. On the bottom layer, I've built a request loop passing by each bay that skips them all by default. Each bay has its own routing switch, with a routing table inside that has a destination equal to the theme of the bay. This one is cobble, as you can see. This one is wood, and that one is glass. Okay, that's the meat of the sorting system. Now let's just take a look at the terminal. This item detector is set to detect an empty cart. If the cart is empty, then it activates this simple switch and bypasses the top layer, going straight to the bottom request loop and skipping the deposit stage. This routing switch has the destination of terminal. Ta-da! Basically, this checks to see if you have actually requested anything. If not, it skips the request loop and goes back home for another try. This is just a coal loader with a steam locomotive in its cart filter. This routing track has a ticket inside with the destination of terminal. And remember, you need to right-click with a crowbar in order to get inside a routing track. Its job is to reset the locomotive for any new requests. It needs a constant redstone signal. This item loader and chest constitute the input of the system. Toss whatever you'd like there, and it gets dumped inside the chest cart for delivery. Of course, the item loader needs to have the chest cart in its item filter, just in case. This is the launcher. It is also the water silo because I don't like unplanned explosions. The liquid loader is set to manual, so it will just wait here until I decide I want it to start sorting. The lever launches it. And here is the final and most important piece, the request switch. Each of these routing tracks has a golden ticket inside whose destination matches one of the bays. Simply flip the lever corresponding to the items you want, make sure the others are off, and it will retrieve a single stack of every type in the bay. Here, let's say I want wood. I make sure cobble and glass are switched off, turn wood on, throw the launch lever, and watch it go. Now you remember I placed those logs inside, and so it gets routed to the top to deposit any extra items it has. Zooms all the way around, enters the request loop, and enters the wood bay. Here it's pulling the items one stack at a time, and it will only take a single stack of each type. That's because we've set it to stock. That means it will take 64 of walnut wood, 64 of greenheart wood, 64 of cherry wood, and so on, and no more and no more. If you have less than enough, it will simply take whatever it has and just keep going. If you have more than enough, well, it'll leave it in the bins. So we just simply wait a minute. I'll speed this up real quick if I can. And there we have it. The cart is now full and on its way back. So we'll catch it at the launcher. And, let's see. I'm going to take the jungle wood, because I like jungle wood and I'm going to use it in my fabulous builds. Switch off the wood request. And there you have it. Now, of course, this is a lot slower than anything you can do with applied energistics and logistic pipes, and I had to get a little bit creative with the request system. However, it kind of all came together for me when I realized that a chest cart can hold a multiple of 9. Any of these item loaders and unloaders deal with multiples of 9 at a time, and so it just kind of fit together naturally. So, if you want elegance, and if you want a way cool showpiece for your sorting room, this is what you should go for. Well, thanks for watching. This has been Zeatris. If you want me to do more, just leave a comment and a like. Thanks!